The locked room, the dark. Secret of the Raybahadur mansion, asterisk, asterisk. The north corridor and the rusted padlock, asterisk, 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 asterisk. Tucked away in the most isolated corner of the Hubli district stood the 250-year-old Raybahadur mansion. When Sayantani, a researcher from the Department of Archaeology, was assigned to survey this dilapidated estate, she was thrilled. Little did she know that every brick of this palace hid a history darker and more terrifying than human imagination. It started raining heavily on the very first day she arrived. The relentless drizzle made the damp, peeling walls exhale a foul, ancient stench of decay. The only living soul in that massive estate besides her was the caretaker, Haranath, a hunchbacked old man, half-blind and deeply superstitious. That afternoon, while sketching the floor plan, Sayantani noticed a heavy mahogany door at the very dead end of the first floor's north corridor. The door had no ornate carvings, but it was sealed off with a massive rust-eaten iron padlock. What caught her attention were the bizarre, occult symbols drawn all around the doorframe using vermilion and charred wood. Just as Sayantani reached out to touch the heavy lock, Haranath's raspy, trembling voice echoed from behind her. "Don't go near that door. Didimoni, madam. It is cursed." Sayantani turned around, startled. "Why? What's inside?" Haranath's good eye twitched in pure terror. "Some things are better left locked away in the dark. No one has stepped foot inside that room for 80 years. That door wasn't locked from the outside to keep people out. It was locked to keep the thing inside from getting out." Sayantani brushed off his warning with a polite smile. Being a woman of science, she didn't believe in ghosts or local folklore. But that very night, her rationality was about to be shattered. Asterisk, 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 it was around 2:30 a.m. Outside, a thunderstorm raged, lightning illuminating the high windows. Suddenly, Sayantani woke up with a jolt. Beneath the deafening sound of the rain, she heard something else, a muffled, agonizing groan. She pressed her ear toward the ceiling. The sound was coming from right above her room, from that locked door in the north corridor. Armed with a heavy flashlight, Sayantani crept up the wooden stairs. As soon as she stepped into the north corridor, an unnaturally freezing gust of wind swept past her. The air suddenly smelled nauseating, a foul mix of rotting meat and old CAMPHOR. As she moved closer to the sealed door, the noise became dreadfully clear. It was the sound of a heavy iron chain being dragged across a stone floor. Along with it came a woman's heart-wrenching, guttural wail. It wasn't a normal cry. It sounded as if the woman was choking on her own blood, yet sobbing endlessly. Sayantani stood right in front of the door, her heart hammering against her ribs. With a trembling voice, she asked, Who is inside?" Instantly, the dragging sound of the chain stopped right on the other side of the door. She could hear something pressing its face against the wood. Then a dry, raspy, inhuman voice whispered through the narrow crack. "Open it. I am so hungry. I want warm blood." Sayantani dropped her flashlight in sheer panic. Without wasting another second, she ran blindly back to her room, locked the door, and spent the rest of the night shivering in her bed. Clutching her blanket, asterisk, asterisk, the next morning, an exhausted and furious Sayantani confronted Haranath. I heard a voice from that room last night. Tell me what illegal things you people are hiding in there, or I'm calling the police right now." Haranath broke down in tears, falling to his knees. "The police can't do anything, Didimoni. That thing in the room, it is not human anymore. It is Kamaleshwari, the youngest wife of Zamindar Digbijay Ray." Haranath then revealed a gruesome piece of history. In 1940, Digbijay Ray was a notoriously cruel landlord who practiced dark tantric rituals. Kamaleshwari was breathtakingly beautiful, but Digbijay suspected her of infidelity. Out of pure psychotic rage, he didn't just kill her. He performed a demonic ritual. Kamaleshwari's legs were bound with heavy iron chains. Her tongue was severed and she was thrown into that windowless room alive. But before sealing the door with bricks and a padlock, Digbijay forced her to swallow a cursed, dark occult root. Kamaleshwari died in that dark room, but the root bound her soul to her rotting flesh. She was trapped in her decaying body forever, cursed with an insatiable, demonic hunger for human flesh. The story sent a chill down Sayantani's spine, but her modern mind refused to accept it. She convinced herself that the villagers were using the room for smuggling and trying to scare her away with a local ghost story. She decided to end this mystery once and for all. Tonight, she would break the locked dot at exactly midnight, carrying a heavy iron crowbar and a powerful flashlight. Sayantani reached the north corridor. Tonight, there was no sound. Pin-drop silence. With two heavy, echoing blows of the crowbar, the rusted padlock shattered and fell to the floor. The door creaked open, releasing a suffocating wave of trapped, putrid air. Sayantani shined her flashlight inside. The room was covered in decades of thick dust. There were no windows. In the exact center of the floor, a thick iron ring was bolted into the stone. Attached to it was a massive, rusted chain that trailed off into the pitch-black corner of the room. Sayantani slowly moved the flashlight beam to that corner, and her heart stopped. It wasn't a skeleton lying there. Sitting on the floor, bound by the chain, was something that defied nature. The skin was blackened and tightly stretched over the bones, looking mummified, yet it looked wet and fresh. Its eyes were bulging out of its sockets. The lips were completely sliced off, exposing rotten gums, and a long, blackened, severed tongue hung grotesquely from its mouth. Suddenly, reacting to the bright light, the entity moved. With a sickening crack of dry bones, it snapped its neck and looked directly at Sayantani. Sayantani wanted to run, but her legs were paralyzed with primal terror. The creature began to drag itself across the floor, the heavy chain clanking behind it. Through its mutilated, lipless mouth, the same raspy voice from the previous night hissed. After so many years, fresh blood, warm flesh. It extended a skeletal hand with long, yellowed claws toward Sayantani's ankle. The spell of terror broke. Sayantani let out a blood-curdling scream and threw the heavy flashlight straight at the creature's face. She leaped backward out of the room, slammed the heavy wooden door shut, and jammed the crowbar through the door handles. Blinded by tears and terror, she fled the mansion into the rainy night. By dawn, Sayantani had left the village forever. She never looked back at the Raybahadur estate. But some horrors follow you home. Now, sitting in her well-lit, highly secured modern apartment in the city, she still isn't safe. Sometimes in the dead of the night, Sayantani wakes up to a sound. Right outside her bedroom door in her modern living room, she can clearly hear the sound of heavy iron chains dragging across the floor, and a low, raspy whisper, "Open it? I am so hungry."